My name's Christina Baal. I work for 32BJ. I'm the state legislative coordinator. Going a little further back, I'm a theater artist turned social worker turned politico, I guess is the word that we use now. And I'm the daughter of Filipino immigrants who came here. My dad had $200 in a suitcase, and now he has 3 daughters with master's degrees, and 2 of them work in politics. At 32BJ, right before the elections, we had a visibility caravan. It was a double-decker bus. It was fun in general because there was like a live band on the bus. We were like driving through Washington Heights with live music and dancing on top of this double-decker bus. So in general, it was fun, but it was like a really great bonding time with the members. And we were doing visibility for candidates, and it was really hot, and it was a long day, and it was a lot of planning. But at one point, I turned to one of the members, and she says to me, "I'm really proud of us today. We're really getting the message out there that whoever it's for, you got to vote." And it was just such a great moment. It was someone who's a security guard who was a single mom. She said she owes her children's well-being to the union, and it was just a great moment of, this is something bigger. This isn't just this election. This is getting a message out there and empowering working people. Hands down, the worst day it wasn't at 32BJ. It was a couple of years ago when the DREAM Act didn't pass the Senate. It was a really personal loss. I think a lot of us have done legislative campaigns where the legislation didn't pass, but this was something I'd been working on for years. I'd worked directly with immigrant youth, and to see the vote count happen, and then everyone all the youth sort of burst into tears was a very different experience than watching, a different bill not pass. And we got on a national call afterwards, and everyone was sort of feeling the same way. And it was a very personal in a moment where we realized, we do this for something bigger, and that bigger had failed today. Well, I think Cory Aquino is a big one. I'm Filipina. She was a woman who didn't want to go into politics for politics' sake. She is considered sort of the face of the people power movement in the Philippines. I was 6 years old when that happened, and I remember, my parents grew up under the Marcos regime, had different ideas than maybe I do about it as an adult looking back, but it was this sort of small Filipino woman who was really powerful and came into this because she believed her people deserved better. And she was reluctant, and she didn't do it for her own power, and she called herself a vessel for the people of the Philippines, and it's really inspirational. I like traveling a lot. I think being outside is really important because so much of our work happens indoors and under fluorescent lights, so it's nice to be under natural light. And about once a month, I need a day where I do nothing and I don't answer the phone. People are always fascinated that I was in theater for a while and that my undergrad was in drama. And I was in a program where we did acting, directing, and design. And people feel like that's so far from what we do in politics, but I just don't think it is. It's a lot of performance. It's a lot of storytelling. It's a lot of improv. It's a lot of drama. So I feel like it's all very connected. And then I'm also a yoga teacher, and I think my yoga students, when I'm in this very peaceful Zen mood, can't imagine me being in a room in Albany with all male elected officials sort of barking and being aggressive.